to my next video. So I've just decided to jump on and do a reading for the week ahead. So that is from Monday the 9th of June. And I'm just drawn to do it, so I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to do it in the format that I've been using for the monthly read. So I'm going to take one from here, which will show the energy of a situation or the energy for the week for you, which is a Major Arcana card. And then we're going to place it in, have a look as to where it's placed in my main working deck. And then this is going to form a reading for you. Things we're going to be releasing, and then things we're going to be working on. And it, just as I say, it could well be a overall energy, or it could be a particular situation. So let's have a little look for you. So I'm shuffling first of all to find a Major Arcana card that I feel as though I'm going there. Okay, or the World card. Right, sniffling. Right, okay, and then I'm going to be shuffling this deck first of all. This is an ordinary tarot deck of 78 cards, and then I'm going to stop and find just literally as to where the World card is sitting. Now you may have seen this format in the readings that I've done for the star signs for the month of June. If you haven't, if you pop onto my channel and have a look, you may be able to find a reading there for yourself as well. So I'm just looking for the World card. Still going. Oh, just saw the sun there, right, okay. Still going. It wasn't underneath there. There we go. Right. Okay, so let's go straight in with the world card as to what that is representing here. I do feel as though, and looking at the cards that are either side of it, I do feel as though there is some expected changes, or some changes that are going to be coming in the next week. And possibly you're sitting here today, if this reading's for you, then it's like thinking, oh, you'll be glad once this week's over. So you know something that's going to happen in the week, or you're expecting something to be happening. You know, when you just feel as though you'll be glad when that week's done and dusted. So, and I feel as though this all relates around changes. In some way, there's a knock-on effect of changes, or it is literally a change that's happening. And you would rather it be staying the old way. You don't want it to be changed. You're not wanting, you know, I feel as though there is an element of this being put onto you or forced onto you in some way. But you literally have to, you know, we would prefer things to be very much how they were before. Now, as I say, the World card. So in this situation, I feel as though it's literally talking about your whole environment, everything that is around you. And I would even go as far to say, if you're able to relate to this, maybe you're finding you've got a few things that are going on around. You know, like when sometimes we seem to have that, don't we? It's either one or nothing, or either all or nothing, rather. I'm getting my words wrong. You know, like literally as though that sometimes we can have it where things are pretty quiet and there's not much going on, or it'll be like there's so much going on, and it's a lot to contend with, and then it can be we can find it a little bit more difficult to be dealing with things. And I feel as though this is where this Five of Cups is coming in. It's like there's going to be some of you who we're just not wanting this change. I say we're just not wanting it to be coming in. We want to be staying. We want us to be staying how things were, but also I feel there is a side of it as well. Is where it's just too much on my plate at the moment as such. I'm going to take a couple more cards here just to see if we've got any more information. Oh, that's odd. They're actually the wrong way around. Right, let's just change them around. Right, okay. See if they come out again. Yeah, so let's have a few more cards and have a little look as to what else we can be told about. And bearing in mind, this is actually for just for the next week, how things open up for the next week. Right, I feel as I'm going here with this one. Right. Right, okay. Now, I feel as though with these cards coming out now, they're getting sort of doubling up, but I feel as though it's also introducing a little bit more of a scenario as well. I do feel as though there is a feeling here as though there is an imbalance. I feel as though there is an imbalance with this change. So possibly there's a feeling of things not necessarily being fair. And, you know, it's like a change being, as I say, put on you or encouraged with you, and it doesn't fit. You know, there is a feeling as if like it's not your choice, or in some way, maybe even in some way, it's detrimental to you. And it's really like if you had your way, you would literally not be having the changes brought in. I feel as though as well. Now, I feel as though as well that the Two of Pentacles is coming in. I feel as though it's right beneath the world, and I feel as though I'm needing to be looking at other options. You know, as if like to turn the whole scenario around, turn it on its head. Because I feel as though actually that when I look at this and I now go along, I actually feel as though things will not be as bad as what you expect. And sometimes we can have this, can't we? And I'll tell you a thing that's coming in. You know, when I don't know if you're like this as well. You know, when sometimes you can even go to an appointment, or you can go to something, or an interview, or even to a dentist appointment, and you can actually be thinking, oh my god, I'm dreading it. I really, you know, and you overthink it, and it all feels much too heavy. You know, I don't, you know, really would want to not be doing this, and then you go to it, and then within half an hour you're out, or it's put behind you, and you think, I tell you what it's like with me now. I'm a real chicken when it comes to blood tests. My family and friends would know this. I'm getting better, and so I would be so worked up going to it and really having to. I'm going off track here, but I would literally be sort of sitting in. I was this bad once, sitting in the waiting room and literally closing my eyes and sort of going into one, like virtually sort of in a meditative state. And then went into the room, and then the woman was trying to get the blood test, and I think she thought I'd passed out, and I hadn't. I was literally, and my husband always comes with me, and he said, I think she thought you had died. I literally was so relaxed and got myself, but I wasn't answering her when she was talking to me. But this is what I mean. I'm doing a Ronnie call, but I'm going off now on a trip, on a roll, you know, literally a trip. But it's like that. It's as if, like, I want to say it doesn't actually end up being so dramatic or so much of a drastic change as what you were initially thinking or feeling. Okay. Now, why do I say that? It's because I'm looking at this Two of Pentacles. I feel as though there is either going to be a way of changing something or adjusting something in some way. This is what it feels like to me. And then we go on to, and then when it sits, especially, we're going on to the Seven of Swords. Now, there is a way with this card of reclaiming something or readjusting. And a lot of people, different cards can come out, different scenarios with different, cards that they flank, etc., and bring in different energy. And in this particular scenario here, and it's very much a golden card, so there is the option of it turning around in your favour, or even if it's not so much in your favour, it doesn't actually feel as though it's as bad as what we started with. That is what I feel like. Yeah, and it's like we get on now. Again, as I say, these appointments and things, I'm talking about medical things, me being a chicken, it's like, you know, you come out there and you think, oh my God, what was I worrying about? And I'm fine until the next appointment, but it is like, you know, it's that sort of feeling. It doesn't seem to be as drastic or as bad as we've come out, or we've moved on from it as such. Shall we take one more card? Shall we have a little look at anything else? Again, this is going out to the collective. It may well be this comes to you or pans out with you in a slightly different or a varied form. But just see how, you know, if this message is for you. I'd love if you put a comment and to share if it does. Right, okay. Let's take this card here. What we got here? Oh, right. Seven of, and I know I'm taking that one as well. And this is the same thing again. So, see how, I'm going to put this card up here. See the Seven of Wands. See how he's battling. He's got these challenges. He's got his own wand in his hand, and he's very much keeping everything else on the go. He's like, and it's one of those where he is a card representing like not giving up or getting very much everything under control, setting the boundaries. It's all that sort of energy. And I do feel as though this is very much around here. This is very much around this. So sort of hang on, let me get me words. Prioritising things, and not over worrying things, and literally is like keeping, he's very much keeping things at bay. He's keeping it all in order, so he's not getting too wound up by anything. He's, at the end of the day, he's more in charge than any of those. If you look at all those ones at the bottom, he's definitely more, he might not think it, but he's actually more in charge or more in control than what he thinks. And look at the card, that Ace of Pentacles. That is like the luck, the switch, the turn. That is like literally being given like the helping hand, helping hand from spirit, that sort of thing. That it's like karma as well. It's like the turnaround. The whole situation turns around and is not necessarily as to what we expected at the beginning. Okay, I'm going to draw that to a close. Just a quick reading that was for the next week ahead. So as I said, please do like and subscribe. I have to keep saying that. It's a new channel and I really would like to be building it up. So if you like this sort of style of reading, and please do, just comment below and engage, and it'd be lovely to sort of speak to you as well. And yeah, thank you for staying the whole way through the video, and I hope to be seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.